All right, so Saildrone is a relatively new term. So can you start by kind of giving me the basic information here on what a Saildrone is?
Absolutely. So a Saildrone is a highly maneuverable, uncrewed surface vehicle. And these are primarily wind and solar powered. And they are really designed for long distance and long duration data collection missions in the open ocean. They have a rigid wing, they have a hull, and they have a weighted keel. But the unique thing about Saildrones is that they can be outfitted with a payload of different sensors. And so depending on what our customers are interested in, you can outfit them for missions designed for ocean mapping, met ocean research, fisheries research, and even ocean security.
I've seen video of them, and at first I thought they were like little teeny toy boats. And then I saw it next to something and put it in perspective. These are really big, right? Like, what's the size?
Yeah, so we actually have 3 different size classes of Saildrones. So our smallest is the Saildrone Explorer, and that's 23 feet long. And those are primarily used for meteorological and oceanographic research and fisheries missions, as well as the hurricane mission. And our next biggest is the Saildrone Voyager, which is about 33 feet long. And that's optimized for near-shore ocean mapping to about 1,000 feet, and also ocean security missions. And then we have our biggest, which is the Saildrone Surveyor, and that's designed for deep ocean mapping down to about 36,000 feet.
This is like a huge gap when it comes to kind of tracking and looking at hurricanes, is that they are out in the ocean. They're far away. We can't even use radar to look at them. So tell me about how Saildrones are beneficial in that way to tracking hurricanes and what they're looking at once they get there. What kind of factors?
So when you think about the tools that like NOAA uses to track hurricanes, they use things like floats, moored buoys, aircraft, underwater gliders. But one of the reasons that they're so interested in utilizing Saildrones is that we are the only platform that you can direct and sail into the path of a hurricane and collect critical observations at the atmosphere-ocean interface. And they're particularly interested in those measurements right within a hurricane because over the years, hurricane track forecasting has really improved. But understanding how and why certain storms rapidly intensify, that's still a challenge for scientists. And so the data that Saildrone is collecting at that atmosphere-ocean interface within a hurricane as it's intensifying is why they're so excited about this platform. And ultimately, we're helping complete this profile of observations from 10,000 feet in the air with aircraft to underwater gliders thousands of feet below the ocean surface.
Do you know specifically what the sensors are that are on it? I mean, we've seen really cool videos, so we know there's a camera.
There's a camera.
Is there audio? Is there, like, I assume temperature and wind and pressure?
Yeah.
What are the different sensors?
So for our hurricane mission, the Saildrones have standard meteorological and oceanographic sensors that are measuring things like wind speed, wind direction, barometric pressure, sea surface temperature, salinity, fluorescence, ocean currents, things like that.
Did Saildrone go into Idalia, or what has been the use recently with the Saildrones? Has NOAA been a part of using them as well?
Yeah. So this is actually our 3rd year working with NOAA on the Atlantic Hurricane Mission. Back in 2021, we intercepted Hurricane Sam. In 2022, we intercepted Hurricane Fiona and Ian. The Saildrone was actually able to intercept both Hurricane Franklin and Hurricane Idalia a few weeks ago. So we intercepted Franklin with 3 different Saildrones as it went north. And with Hurricane Idalia, we had a Saildrone off the west coast of Florida. So we were able to intercept it before it made landfall and after it went overland and back out into the Atlantic over the southeast United States.
Oh, wow. So did you use the same Saildrone that was in Franklin to go back for Idalia?
No. That's a great question. So this is actually our biggest hurricane mission to date. So back in 2021, we started with 5 Saildrones. Then last year we had 7, and now we have 12. And so we have worked very closely with NOAA scientists to understand, hey, where can we position the Saildrones to be most likely to intercept hurricanes. So we've got Saildrones stationed off the west coast of Florida, north and south of Puerto Rico, south of Bermuda, off the southeast coast of the U.S. So they're stationed in areas we know will likely see hurricane activity.
Okay, so you said Franklin, which was kind of a monster storm. So these things are pretty resilient, right? What's the testing process like? Have you thrown them into Category 5 hurricane winds and waves and tested them that way?
So our Saildrones have been in several Category 4 hurricanes. And, one of the special things about the hurricane Saildrones is that they have a slightly modified wing than our standard Explorer. That wing has been ruggedized. It's a bit thicker. There's been a lot of design and engineering thought put into this, so it can go into these hurricanes and withstand, winds higher than 90 miles per hour and wave heights over 50 feet. And essentially, the wing is also a bit shorter. And it's shorter because when you send vehicles into a hurricane, they do get knocked down. They do roll. And it's designed to essentially not snap. And we've been able to recover all of our hurricane vehicles and, in fact, send them back out on mission.
Wow. How far can they go? Like if you're sending one out into the Atlantic, is there a limit on how far it can go?
So the Saildrone Explorers are completely wind propelled and solar powered. So they are designed for long duration missions. And ultimately they're designed to be out for 365 days, collecting data 24/7. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Any limitations to any of the Saildrones? Anything you wish they could do, but they can't?
I would just say that we're constantly improving. And whenever there's some challenge, we think we didn't think about sending them into a hurricane until you do. And we try to meet those challenges.
Okay, so they're going into hurricanes, so they're hardcore. Tell me about the other benefits, the other uses for Saildrones.
I think that there are so many different applications, and the fact that they are largely, wind and solar powered is beneficial in a lot of different ways. Even in our fisheries missions, for example, because we don't have on our Explorer an engine, it's a very quiet platform. And our fisheries customers are really interested in, what are the differences between collecting fisheries data with a quiet platform and a noisy research vessel, and trying to understand how the data might differ depending on the platform that you're using. And I guess I would just say that, the ocean faces a lot of challenges. Some are environmental, warming waters, ocean acidification, but there are also challenges from, a defense and security standpoint. And so Saildrone is a platform that can offer solutions to challenging issues like illegal, unregulated, unreported fishing, human trafficking, and even drug interdiction. So ultimately, Saildrone is a platform that wants to help see safer and healthier oceans.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. While you're here, check out some other videos you just may like.